to direct them to put their head anywhere, because when you say head across, it means head down. You say bite the ball, it means head down. All those things that we were taught. Remember, when the world was flat, they were taught that, right? Well, we know better. We know better now. That's basically where it's at.
All right, last thing we'll address here, we got a couple minutes. The big question was angle tackle, right? How does this translate into angle tackle? The answer is exactly the same. There is no difference. All tackles are the same. I continue to run my line. Whether my line is straight, is a straight-on tackle, whether my line is an angle tackle. I continue to work my line. I buzz my feet. I work my pattern. I step into the hole on my line. I continue to work through the line, and I just go through where the ball carrier happens to be using my proper technique. There's no head in front. There's no head behind. There's only head up and away. My strike zone is the top of my numbers, right? Up here, my shoulders, my protected, in-tight shoulder where I have muscles through my chest and delts, and I rip up through. So as I'm going to the angle, if I'm close to the distance, right? There is no head, there is no there. He steps, he utilizes his technique, and he takes it through. It is the exact same tackle. The only difference is
it's over
I'm
here. Boom. But I don't change. Why should I change? I'm still, my head is exactly the same.
If I'm here, he runs this line.
Boom.
If I'm here, he runs this line. If I'm here, he runs this line. His head is up and away. His strike zone is here. He takes a dip, hit position, rip and shoot, finish through, feet, feet, feet. Everyone goes happy. The defense you run is only as good as the individual tacklers in it. Doesn't matter what your system is, your defense is only as good as the individual tacklers. This system will make better tacklers and, more importantly, safer tacklers.
Your marginal players, just want to say real quick, your marginal players will contribute to the program. You know, your must plays, what we call them in California, they will contribute long before than they've ever done before. And your star players will be the greatest they could possibly be because they're going to get every rep. They're not going to be hurt at the sideline because they hit wrong. They're going to stay on the field, and they're going to get better. And your marginal players are going to get confidence early on, and they're going to help the team win. And you're going to help them win because you're going to keep them safe.
Great question over there.
I truly believe when they run that when you hit perfectly, they're truly going to take them out.
Yes.
They're blindside.
Yes.
But do you find them lunging or reaching more on this drill here?
No.
In the real world, I guess.
No, when I say smell the navel before you commit, that sounds crazy, but you want to sniff, get that close to that person, you want to get close to a fast, get over there as fast as you can, and take a rip. So when I say smell the navel, that's right there. You want to know what it smells like? Rub your ear when you're sweaty one day and then sniff on it. That's what navel smells like. It's kind of gross. Yeah, it's gross, okay? So they remember that, right? That's how they laugh. Use laughter, guys. Don't be so powerful and big old coach that I can't come down to the level. We ain't the ones getting hurt. We ain't the ones getting brain injuries. We've already had ours, we ain't getting no more. Let's take care of these babies. This guy's walking around here right now with all kind of problems the way they play. And they're still teaching stuff that got them hurt. Well, not anymore. Guess what? It's a new day, baby. And it's right now. And you know what? There's things we can't cure in this world. There's things we can't prevent. But let's do our best to prevent brain injuries that are man-made. You know, we can't stop cancer. I don't know what causes cancer, but I know what causes a lot of concussions is the way we play and the way we teach. So let's change the way we teach, and maybe we just might limit some of the suffering that people are going through at the hands of a sport.
My question is, on an angle tackle, when you go to that buzz,
Yes.
does that slow the velocity of the player down?
The tackler?
The defender, if he's running full speed and then he got a break and he's buzzing and he's running at an angle, is that going to slow him down on that tackle?
Here's the reality right here. Your buzz truly is, your buzz happens here. And once that joker cuts, he's gone. You got to go get it. And then you go get it. Because if you buzz here, he's gone. So with Andy Stenson, you come under control, but then when he goes, he's not, so if you're coming at you square, then you buzz and you dip. But if you buzz at an angle, that dude's already gone.
Exactly.
So you buzz and you go get it. And just pull him up.
If you don't buzz your feet and you don't come to balance, I guarantee you will miss approximately 672 tackles due to cutbacks. Right? So on the angle situation, he has to come to balance, right, so that he can avoid the cutback. And I'm hoping he cuts back, because that's an easier tackle for me, right? But we have to be prepared for both situations. If I close the distance, I come to balance with quick, choppy feet, because I can't change directions. My feet are off the ground, right? Power off, power on, my feet are down, so it's quick, quick, quick. I see where he goes. I attack step, downhill, rip and shoot.
Another one is to, on the angle also, is to shuffle and stay on that trail, hips shuffle downhill like this, keeping your shoulders square to take away the cutback. So when you do, then you commit. So on an angle, it's more of a shuffle and more of a buzz, less than a buzz. Form is your buzz is square. But once he starts going this way, you can shift downhill. But you got to go get it because that cat, once he commits, he's gone.
And that's why the angle bag drill will work incredibly well because it'll teach guys to keep the base and work that angle. And from a coach's standpoint, I can see, are your shoulders square?
That's
or
right.
Are your shoulders here? Are your shoulders square? Are your shoulders here? So if my shoulders are square, I can still buzz and cover that distance on the angle and get in the hip position at the end, right?
There's some finer points that as we get together and work together, we will refine it. Because like I told them earlier in the meeting, I've been doing this for 15 years, and just last week, I came up with another way to teach certain things. So we as coaches, we preach, get better, get better, get better. But do we really get better, get better? And what we do, are we being hypocritical about it and just telling the kids?